What's up, comeback crew? So super important message. We are amidst this challenge right now. And I want to go back, and Abby wasn't there, so I'm going to tell the story, but we went through the book Extreme Ownership together, and one of the first chapters said, there's no such thing as weak teams. There's no such thing as poor teams. There's only poor leaders. So if this doesn't go down, if we don't win, it's not about them. It's because we didn't lead them well. And so I want to talk to you guys about what it's going to take for us to lead them well so we can actually see this happen. And the first thing that we need to know is that it's about them. We're not leading them so we can be like, wow, we're the ones that got our team to win. We're leading them because we want them to have the experience of winning for them, right? And because we want to help out our charity. So that's the why. We're trying to make them better, not help us be influential, although it takes for us to be influential to do that. So that's principle number one. Number two is, if you remember the story they told in Extreme Ownership was about, there was those 6 boats that raced and they each had their own leader. And then he led the team, and team 2 smoked everybody, and team 6 came in last. And then they took the leader from team 6. They asked him why he lost. He's like, well, my team wasn't the best. So they took the leader from team 2 that won and put him on boat 6. And they took the leader from boat 6, they put him on boat 2. And team 6, with the original winning leader and the team that came in last place, actually won that race. And they talked about why that happened. And one of the big reasons that happened is because he demanded more from the team than they demanded from themselves. He had a vision of what they could accomplish, and he believed in that. And he held those high expectations, and he carried those through it, and they were able to persevere, and they were able to win the challenging race, right? So we got to believe in them. We have to have a vision where they need to go. We need to be able to expect things from them in a really caring type of way, right? So the next thing that means is that we're going to have to excel in encouraging them, and we're going to have to excel in using tough love when it's appropriate. We're going to have some cellar dwellers on here that are going to be costing us, and we got to step in. We got to take ownership over that, and we got to help lead them out of that so everybody can be successful, because every point's going to count on this one, right? The next thing we need to do as leaders is we need to help them to excel at what's essential. Right? So we need to get them to be doing consistent quality movement, because if they're not consistent, they're not going to score a lot of points. And if it's not quality movement, then they're going to get hurt, or it's just like it's going to get short circuited, and everybody that we have go down and get hurt and stop scoring points is going to cost us big time. Right? They need to be able to focus on recovery. Are these people foam rolling or stretching or doing their posture restoration? Are they doing those types of things, right? And then also they need to fuel for success, right? Nutrition is important. If they're not fueling their body with like the right types of vegetables and giving themselves enough energy and enough protein to rebuild the muscle they're tearing down and all that stuff, they're not going to be sustainable. They're not going to have as high output. They are now high performance athletes and need to think of it as such, all right? The next thing we need to do as leaders is we need to help them to think outside the box, right? So I'm thinking about putting a message out to Bonnie, like who's willing of the members to open up on Sunday and do a Sunday class or a Sunday hiking trip or go running together or whatever. Let's do a Facebook live feed and we're all going to work out from our house. Are we encouraging them? Are we envisioning them to think outside the box and to demand more for themselves, right? And then the last thing I want to talk about that we need to do to lead them is we need to lead from the front, right? And we've talked about this before. And so what that means is, like I didn't have heart rate monitors for everybody. So Titus came in yesterday morning and he worked out and we didn't have a monitor for him. So I just registered him a belt and I worked out and I got him the exact amount of points he would have got yesterday. Lori Hoffman worked out with my belt on. So I registered her belt and then I worked out and I got her the points that she would have gotten and a little bit more. And then I put my sensor on and then I got myself some points. So I plan on doing this with you guys and we need to lead from the front. Obviously, Jamie's got, the whole pregnancy kind of thing going on. Can't join us this, but for the rest of us, we gotta do this. Let's go. So anyways, I know it's a little bit of a long message, but I want everybody to see it, and Abby won't be at the team meeting tomorrow. We can discuss this thing further, but this is going to be the topic for the team meeting tomorrow. Thanks.